Sports Radio 1340 AM. Hopewell High School Sports.
I love it here.
All right. Welcome to Bopper Sports, the first coaches show with Coach Ricky Irby. It's a disappointing way to start the and we'll get into that. First of all, just curious, Ricky, how you processed that with your team, that disappointing loss 29-28 in the locker room afterwards.
Well, it was tough. Kids played their hearts out and came up on the short end of the stick. And that's one of the hard things about coaching is when you have a loss like that is how do you get the guys to regroup and face that adversity head on. And that's kind of what we talked about. All of our goals are still within reach. Nothing's really changed as far as what our goals are. So you're going to have to go through adversity sometimes in life, and part of being a football coach is teaching these young men about that, and it builds character, and we're going to put it behind us and move on to next week.
And next week is against Hanover, and one of the, I guess, advantages early in the season of playing non-district games, it does get you ready for the district, and so you'll have 3 consecutive non-conference games. Maybe talk a little bit about what you learned out of the TAB game first, and then we'll go into the Powhatan game.
Well, with the TAB game, we started off slow, kind of how we did against Powhatan, and we've got to be able to come out the gate a little faster on both sides of the ball and make sure we're ready to play when the opening kickoff comes. And that's something we've talked about and we've stressed on a little bit the past couple days. And got to play better defensively. We got to tackle better. We got to get to our right spots. We got to understand our assignments and our alignments. And we got a lot of new guys, a lot of young guys, especially on defense. And they're going to get there. We're not quite there yet, but we got to get better each and every day, and each and every week, each and every game, and that's our goal. And hopefully by the end of the season, we'll be all right.
Now, in the course of this time, up until 8 o'clock, we'll talk with. Are going to drop by. We're also going to get a visit from the new athletic director. He will drop by. Also, we'll look at some game film for the folks here at Bopper's Mall shop. Break down some of the film from last week's ball game, and we also encourage people to come down.
Yeah, absolutely.
227 East Broadway. And we'll be here every Tuesday night from 7 to 8, but still plenty of time for you to be here to watch some of the game film live. What we could do and do some of the film.
Sure.
3 took it down for Ronnie Walker. Yards for a touch back. Terrifying run. Had to give the ball over on down. They took over at about the 20 after another. That was one thing, penalties for both teams. It was an early season matchup where I think actually they got more penalties than Hopewell did.
Yeah.
But as they moved through that first quarter, a great block on Allen was returning and highlights into trailing 10-7. You did get on the board there, and that was I believe that was and you went in 10-7. Mm-hmm. How did you approach things at halftime?
Well, kind of the same way we also and you know we don't know and how we go to get our we knew what we had to do. We started off, we fixed, and okay, now it's in the second half and fourth had a force with injuries, some guys up front on the offensive line, which hurt us a little bit. But you know what? I played
Out on the offensive line, are they going to be able to play this week?
Our starting left tackle, he's a 2-year starter. He'll be out and miss some significant time. But we're going to be lead him for the long haul. We can just continue to get better that earlier and back for the
Now there was another injury.
Yeah, we are saying went out with a week as well, and we were trailer go deep and we were a little thin.
Well, Walker half had another huge run of some 70 yards back for a holding call, I guess. At that point, your team eventually did score. Walker got it in on a 22-yard touchdown run about 4 or 5 minutes later. And that drive also featured a really good run from your quarterback, Cameron Hill, 28 yards. That was a go-ahead touchdown, and Blue Devils led 14-10 at that point. It then, with 1:56 left in the third period, there was a 24-yard pass play from Hill to Murphy. You want to describe that play?
Yeah, it's a great play. It's a play action, what we call a kind of a play action rollout play, and we're going to flood the zone there on the right side, and we got a short route, a medium route. Cameron made a great read and hit the intermediate guy, and he made one guy miss and went up the sideline for a touchdown, and that's what you want.
Yeah.
Get the ball in your playmaker's hands and let them make plays with it.
And then after that touchdown, it was an opportunity to go for two because the point after and the go-ahead touchdown was missed, but Cameron Hill ran it in untouched, and your team 110 looked pretty good at that point, and driving for 28-10, there was a tough interception that Cameron threw.
Yeah, I just made a wrong read there.
Yeah.
We ran they're outside backers, they're overhangs. They kept creeping down in the box, and we're trying to shut our run game down. So our offensive coordinator made a great call, just run a little hitch on the outside and try to loosen those outside backers up so we can come back and pound the ball again inside with Ronnie Walker, who had a great second half, and the offensive line blocked well for him. Sometimes they're trying to put more in there than you can block, and you got to do something to stretch them out. And we ran the little hitch on the outside, and Cameron just missed the read. The corner sank on it, so kind of tried to high-low him there, and Cameron threw the high when he probably should have thrown the low. But, that happens. That's high school football, and,
right.
and you can't fault a kid for trying to make a play right there. And, but, yeah, that was a tough one.
Yeah. So Powhatan came down and scored. They missed the extra point. Still, Blue Devils lead 21-16. And around that time, we had unofficially Ronnie Walker for about 180 yards rushing, and so he did have just an outstanding game. And that's with the 70-yarder called back.
Right.
There was yet another touchdown. It was a 10-yard touchdown run from Walker that made it 28-16 with about 7 minutes to go in the game. And I think we were breathing a sigh of relief at that point. It looked like, Hopewell was in the driver's seat. What did you see from Powhatan at that point for the rest of the game?
Well, they didn't quit.
Yeah.
They kept playing, and you give them all the credit in the world. They made some great plays on the offensive side of the ball. They drove down and got it to within a 6-point game, and we were able to get the onside kick. We weren't able to get that one first down we needed to put the game away. And when we punted back to them, they made some great plays to get the ball down the field.
Yeah. So we're going to take a couple of minute timeout, and when we come back, we'll listen to you describe some of the plays that you've got on film for the folks that have gathered here. But first, a couple of timeouts from some of our sponsors on Hopewell football.
Of new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs. If you're looking for quality new or used trucks, Stroh-Snyder features the rugged Tahoe as well as the popular Silverado 1500. Stroh-Snyder offers a fantastic selection of vehicles under $15,000. Stop by Stroh-Snyder Chevrolet today, 5200 Oak Lawn Boulevard near Fort Lee. Stroh-Snyder has been in business since 1966.
Where do you turn when you need help with hardware? Well, I know where I go, and that's McKay's True Value Hardware in Hopewell. McKay's has the most extensive inventory in the hardware business since 1955. If it's heating, cooling, plumbing, painting, or electrical, McKay's has it at a very competitive price, including difficult-to-find items such as wood and machine screws, stainless steel nuts and bolts, washers, filters, and hoses. Bob McKay's superior knowledge and helpful staff have what you want when you need it the most. McKay's Hardware, 416 South 15th Avenue, 458-3241.
Hello, my name is Andy Clark, and I'm an agent with Ligon Jones Insurance Services in downtown Hopewell. I'm here to tell you that at Ligon Jones Insurance, we're dedicated to serving you. You've heard all the gimmicks and sales pitches from 800 number and online companies, and we can offer all the same options, such as accident forgiveness, disappearing deductibles, 24-hour claim service, home and auto discounts, and much, much more. What we offer that they can't is local knowledge and experience, a broader selection of companies and coverages, and personal service. When you call, email, or stop insurance, you'll speak to Lucky, Sherry, or myself, or wait for the with great customer service. Insurance services, we have over 60 years of experience. From hot dog carts to hotels, we can cover
So we're about ready now to hear from Coach Irby again as he's brought some game film of the Powhatan game. Again, that was a 29-28 come from behind win by the Indians, but a lot to be, as in any game, you can get a lot of positives out of it. And I know that Coach Irby is already, his players, looking for things that they can take from that defeat as they move towards Hanover. So I'm going to turn it over to Coach Irby, and he's going to talk about this to the fans that are here. They'll be able to visualize this as we turn the lights down.
Yeah. Okay. Right here is here's the kickoff you were talking about, the 75-yarder from Ronnie Walker. Makes the tackle, cuts to the outside, and kid's got great speed. Kind of cuts inside, cuts outside, and
he's gone.
He takes it to the house. I mean, that's he's a special player for us, no doubt. Can run inside and outside. So
I understand he's a straight A student.
Straight A student.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to we had another kid, Greg Cuffey, got his first scholarship offer Saturday from the Naval Academy.
Fantastic.
So, yep, another one. He's a straight A student as well.
So that play unfortunately comes back because of a holding penalty.
Yeah, sure does.
And the ball then goes over on downs, and I think that's the next set of downs where they get a couple of penalties, one right after another.
They do. Probably could have called a lot more on him, man. At 22 for us had a great game, but I think he got held every play. He did great. Navon King.
Yeah. And then I think we called his name out defensively more than anyone else, and then Nasir Cooper maybe second.
Absolutely. Those guys are really good football players, and they do a great job. Here's third and really long, and we're kind of backed off a little bit, playing loose in their coverage just to try to keep everything underneath us, and they run a draw play. And you can see that's a great play right there by our interior defensive line. Reggie Jones kind of knifes in there. Actually, if I'm looking at this right, this is what we call a big stick blitz. Reggie's playing the defensive end. He's gonna double gap from his gap all the way down to A gap, and he's sitting right there for the draw, which was a big play for us.
Now, how's Reggie doing? I understand he was dealing with a little bit of injury.
Yeah, he's doing okay. He's still got that injury, but he's going to be able to play through it.
That's
and finish the season for us. Here's another situation, second and really long. Passing down, we get a great pass rush. There's Reggie Jones right there, and Nas Cooper come clean it up for a big sack for us. That's what you want right there. Just relentless.
Good pursuit.
Yep.
This quarterback was tough that you've had to face.
Yeah, he was. He's a good player. And a lot of things, we have a lot of things to work on. I coach the outside backers, and if you look at this play right here, we're in a call where our outside backer here has got this wing, and his responsibility, he should knife right in between the wing and the tackle on the snap of the ball. You can see he's a little late, gets a little too far upfield. So got to do a little better job there. Our inside backers kind of feel right there, do a little better job getting it up in there and taking on blockers. But you can see Reggie Jones again from the backside does a down. Reggie's really good, very quick, explosive guy on the backside. We like to slant him to where we think the action's going, and he's so quick. He's hard.
One of like 4 co-captains.
Yes. Now, this play right here, this is exactly kind of what I told you before on the last play. Do it right. We got our outside backer. He's going to knife in between the tackle and the wing right here. Okay, and he's going to wrong shoulder and spill the trap over top to where we have our free hitter, and that's Mr. Cuffey. So when it's done right, it looks good.
He got in there.
We got a free hitter right there. We just got to come up and make that tackle right there.
Yeah.
But there's the pursuit.
And
that's a great job right there. Exactly how we run our defense. And it's a great job by Jay Sean Johnson of knifing inside and forcing it to bounce outside to where our free hitter is.
Good pursuit. Now this is still in the first half.
Offense right here, and hopefully you guys at home are listening can visualize kind of what we're going through right here. This is just an inside zone for us. We're going to read this guy here. Okay, he's the backside defensive end. We're not going to block him. We're going to all zone step to the left, so that's Cameron's man. If he pitches down hard, then Cameron's going to pull it. Cameron also has what we call an RPO option here to throw the ball out to the flats. But when in doubt, we're going to give it to 32 right there. He just sees a crease.
He's gone.
Yeah, makes a great play.
Good stiff. Yeah.
Then we get a horse collar tackle at the end, so it adds 15 yards. So you get about a 30-yard run there, then you add 15 on a horse collar. Nice little jump cut by Ronnie Walker.
They went about 3 hours and 25 minutes.
Yes, it was definitely long. Kind of hurt us a little bit. The clock guy kept messing up, and we're a tempo team in a rhythm offense, and we kept having to slow down and wait for the clock to get straight.
Right.
And that throws us out of rhythm.
That's a good
point. It really did. Okay. Now right here we got a counter trap to Ronnie Walker. Cameron's reading the backside end again. All right, we're going to block down on the front side. We're going to kick out with our guard on the backside, and we're going to lead up on the play side linebacker with our backside tackle. And we'll,
good.
When it works, it works.
It does. That was picture perfect.
A little 15, 18-yard touchdown, whatever. But probably would have scored from wherever he was on the field right there. There was nobody even touching him.
Right.
Here we are back on defense. Okay. 22 is coming around the edge like we talked about earlier, that relentless pressure coming off the edge, just never giving up. Quarterback scrambles away from them, He's got the speed and athletic ability to chase it and make a big stop for us. On the quarterback, we're much better. We've got a lot of young guys on the defensive secondary. And we need to help those guys out. Secondary and the D-line got to work hand in hand.
Right.
When the D-line's getting pressure, that's helping our DBs out. And when the DBs are covering, that's helping our D-line out.
Now, you only had one linebacker come back this year. You had graduated 3. 3 guys you're working in from JV squad?
Yeah, a lot of young linebackers, man. They're going through growing pains right now, but they're going to be all right.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are on offense. This is what we call a trip set, or it's normal trip set. Trips left.
Mm-hmm.
Look, okay, and we went to a lot of pistol look this week because we wanted Powhatan in a certain look. We noticed when our back lined up beside the quarterback, we might not have had the look on the interior of the D-line where we wanted. We wanted to make sure we were setting the tone to where the 3 technique dictate to us at those guys. This is what we ran later in the game where Cameron went deep on it. I don't know if you remember me talking about it earlier. This is a little hitch right here, just a little 10-yard hitch to Greg Cuffey.
Right.
Get our athletes the ball in space. Cameron makes a perfect read right here. You can see the corner number 3. He's bailing hard. Okay, we got a guy running over top. So 10 yards, we catch it there, get upfield, 10, 12 yards extra. So, if we can do that consistently, we'll be fine.
Yeah, that's good. Good balance between your running. That's what you're looking for, the good balance between passing and running.
Yeah, and that's what we got to do. We got to be balanced. And we're loading up here.
So while you're doing that, how's Notorious Smith doing?
He's out this week as well. He got a concussion, unfortunately, by his own player. Navon King was hustling downfield trying to make a big play, and he dove, left his feet to make a tackle, and Notorious there, and Notorious is in the
Fourth Avenue, Hopewell, 458-9400. That's 458-9400.
Has been Hopewell's lawn and garden expert for over 70 years. They say, if it grows, we have it. We also sell and service Cub Cadet, Steel, Echo, Exmark power equipment. Hairtech Feed and Seed is the place to go. They are the service center for the largest equipment dealers in the area. That's Hairtech Feed and Seed for all your lawn and garden needs. Located at 417 South 15th Avenue, Hopewell, Virginia, for all your lawn and garden needs.
Jeff Butler, pastor of Hope Woodlawn Presbyterian Church, and I invite you to come visit us only Sunday, but on Tuesday 8:30. And each Sunday, rotating between afternoons and evenings, we offer a youth program for middle schoolers and high schoolers. We also have for ages 3 and 4. We support missionaries in Haiti and Russia, regularly support the graciously and generously as we love God with all of ourselves and our neighbor as ourselves. We see lives change.
Got a blitz coming here. Relentless pressure on the football. This is in the second and third quarter, where we're just imposing our will and just weren't able to close. I would venture to say they had probably very limited yards for the third and most of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, this is a great pursuit of the quarterback, Oglesby. And, yeah, the second and third quarter, you guys were just playing exceptional ball.
Yeah, we did. And just unfortunately didn't finish it, and we'll learn from it. We'll learn, get better, and move on to next week.
Right.
So, all right, back on the offensive side of the ball. All right, here's we're in what we call a little 2-by-2 formation, 2 receivers on each side.
Film's
yeah, it's loading a little slow there, but we'll get it right. Here's another what we call a counter play. We're going to pull the backside guard and tackle. Everybody you can see on the right side, we're blocking down. We're going to kick out the end with our guard. We're going to lead up on the linebacker with our tackle. And there's Ronnie. Gives a great move right there. Just gives the leg. I believe this one got called back.
This is the callback, 70-yard run.
And I'll show you the penalty they called on it. But,
all right.
Let's see. Penalty's going to come from right here.
So he's across the 50, 45.
If it won't.
Yeah,
Okay.
so Walker's breaking away at the 40, and then one of his teammates is going to try to get a block in. And he's going to be called for holding, actually, not a clip. Not a clip.
Yeah, we called him for blocking the back. You can see Ronnie right there. He hits the hole. He was breaking away. Gives a great move. And then we got a guy coming over, and they called that right there.
That's that's hard to believe.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Another great individual play, long run, and we got to play through those though. We got to make sure that our kids are staying positive and not losing focus, and just kind of play through the any whistles that we have, and that's part of the game. That is definitely part of the game. So, I'm really proud of how hard our kids played. We just made some mistakes there that we weren't able to overcome.
So, as you start to, we got a few more plays, and at some point I want to get your thoughts on Hanover coming up and what you've seen on film. And we've got about 15 more minutes, and we need to take one more break. It's early in the week, but I imagine you're starting to address Hanover and what they bring.
I mean, we can talk a little bit about them too while the film is loading. They're a big-time football team. They're a big-time program. They're a traditional powerhouse. And it's no exception this year. They got a quarterback that they live and die with. He's a big kid and runs the ball really hard, really strong, and is a very good running quarterback. He will throw the ball as well, but he's going to live and die trying to pound you. He's kind of like Nas at quarterback. He's a big fullback type body, and he's going to try to pound you. So getting back to the film here, we got another 2x2 set. Cameron gets the ball. We run an outside zone with our quarterback. And just trying to get Cameron to the edge on a 3rd and short, I believe. Ronnie Walker gives a great lead block. The offensive line is doing a great job. We're all zone stepping that way. You can see Cameron. He gets to the spot, cuts back across the field. Got to get that one block right there, and he may break that thing. But big pickup for us right there.
I think that was the 28-yard run that he had. He ended up with 74 yards on the ground with 12 carries.
Yeah, Cameron's a very versatile player. Does a great job when things break down. He's able to improvise, kind of a little bit of a gunslinger mentality.
Now, his passing was a little bit off. Yeah, 7 out of 19.
Well, when talking to him in film session, they did a great job. Powhatan did of confusing him on his reads.
Okay.
With the safety would roll down and then he would stay back, so they kind of made his reads pretty cloudy. And he was just a half a second off or a little hesitant on where he was supposed to go with the ball when it was thrown. But he'll get better at that. No doubt about it. Okay, offense again. This is the same play we just ran the other way, the counter. Coming back with Ronnie Walker again. We're on the 22-yard line, and I believe right now the score is want to say 20-12, maybe 13-12. 13-10. 13-10. So it's 13-10. We're late in the third quarter. Run that counter play again. We block down on the front side. And then from 24 yards out, you see Ronnie Walker hit the hole and kind of runs over the corner number 3 right here on his way to the end zone at about the 5-yard line. 7-yard line, just lowers his shoulder and has a will to get in the end zone.
That's why about 5 or 6 colleges are trying to get his attention.
Yeah. We got to get big Nas Cooper the ball some too this week. Nas didn't have any carries last week, and Nas, we really needed him on defense last week.
Right.
Nas banged his hand up a little bit, and I'm not sure if that was bothering him or what, but we got to find a way. He's a short yardage guy, and when we got 3rd and 2 or 4th and 1, We got to get 36 to football.
He imposed his will in that first game, that
yeah.
tab game.
Yeah, and we'll do a better job of that. That's on us.
Now, how about Sean Allen? He had 4 touchdown passes in tab game, but didn't catch a pass. I don't think.
Didn't catch a pass Friday night, and that happens sometimes. And I talked to the guys about that. You can't get discouraged. You can't get down.
Yeah.
Because we have so many playmakers. There's going to be nights like that.
Right.
There's going to be nights where receivers, different guys are going to make plays, and different guys are going to step up. And it's all really depends on what the defense is going to do.
That's
I think Powhatan really saw that. Hey. This kid had 6 catches, 130 yards, and 4 touchdowns last week. So let's make sure that we know where he is at all times. And just weren't able to get him open and free him up, but that freed some other guys up. It freed Ronnie Walker up to run the ball a little more, and definitely helped us out in other areas. So, and our kids understand that it's all about winning, and it's all about being a team and playing as a team, and that's what it takes.
Right. So you're watching action now after the score. I think it turned to 21-10.
Yes.
And they score, make it 21-16. And then Hopewell scores again, makes it 28-16 with about 7 minutes to go. And then that's where we don't want to talk about.
Yeah, that was a tough, that last drive. No timeouts and a minute left. They went 90 yards and scored the game-winning touchdown on us. And, I can't fault our kids. We played hard. We fought hard. And it just didn't happen for us. So,
well, in the remaining couple moments, you want to talk any more about what you see in Hanover and how that's going to? You've mentioned the quarterback; he's a threat running. How about some of the runners that these 2 defensive guys need to be aware of?
They got they don't have the big pounders like they've had in the past. They got some smaller guys that are a little faster and a little quicker.
Yeah.
More scat back type guys on the offensive side of the ball that we're going to have to really control and contain. Defensively, they're very fast. They're pretty big. They blitz a lot. They're going to bring a lot of pressure on you. They're going to try to make you make mistakes, and they're going to bring the game to you. And if you don't bring it to them, you're going to pay. So, and we talk a lot this week about being aggressive, being the hammer and not the nail, and making sure that we come with the same intensity or match the intensity of the other team. And that's what we got to do.
Yeah.
We got to just go out there and play our football. We have good enough skill players, and we have good enough football team. It's a lot of talent. It's just not quite meshing together yet. And I think when it does, it's going to be a scary thing because I think we got a lot of talent on this football team.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if in a couple of minutes that we got left, we get Naz and Reggie back on here and just get a sense from you guys what it's like over the years that you've been with the program, what it's been like to you as a person, as a football player. And maybe we can get one of you with the headset. And then Naz, that headphone, why don't you put this on? Reggie, why don't we go with you first? It's been like you're played for 4 years?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Talk about what it's been like moving from freshman, sophomore, junior, senior.
The progression in the team.
Yeah.
From my freshman year, we really didn't have the leadership that we have now. It all started last year, my junior year, and we went very far into the playoffs, to the semifinals, and lost. And that was our first time since '03, since we've been that far. And it's been kind of crazy, but I really didn't think I would become a captain of my team. I just thought I'd just get out there and play football, and that's because I love it. But I'm a captain now, and I'm a senior, so. I got to lead the young team we got right now and try to win games.
So you've understood the difference between playing individually to a team concept, and then as a senior co-captain, the importance of leadership, inspiring by an example for the player for your fellow teammates.
Yes, sir.
How about you, Naz?
I learned since my freshman year that we really can't win off of one player. One player can show off and get all the attention that he wants. But it takes a whole team to win a game.
As Coach Irby was saying, one guy might stand out one week,
and then someone else in that team will come up, and it could be several each week. It could be a different, just that team together. That's very humble, and it's very together statement. That's what gives you all the potential of going really far.
Yeah. We just got a lot of players that we can rely on.
So, what have y'all seen game film of Hanover?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What's your sense?
Just get to the point of attack and no missed tackles, because last week the last 2 games we had a lot of missed tackles. So, if we get all of our tackles and complete them, it would be straight all night, and then dominate on offense, and that just keep up the tempo.
Yeah, I just think we need to be more aggressive, get to the point, and then make the other team fear us. Because we have a lot of talent on offense, but we just got to work hard on defense.
Guys, it's great to have you down here, part of the show. Maybe we'll get you back in later on in the season. And best of luck Friday night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be back after this 1 minute timeout.
2202. The number again for Ingram Associates, 458-9873.
It's fun. It's family. It's the Family Bottom Line Bar and Grill, where you're always safe at the plate. Try the delicious The Truth Burger, a juicy beef patty topped with bacon and cheese and lettuce and tomatoes and onions, mayo, pickles, served with delicious French fries. There's wings and wraps, house salad, chef salad, nacho platter, soft drinks, draft and bottled beer. Great atmosphere at the Bottom Line Sports Bar and Grill, 5380 Oaklawn Boulevard in Hopewell, open every day.
Owens Insurance Agency is a division of Middle Peninsula Insurance, is a proud supporter of Hopewell High School football. We offer a full line of insurance products, including homeowners, auto, and business insurance through a variety of top-notch insurance carriers. We'll work with you to develop a program that meets your insurance needs and your budget expectations. Give us a call at 804-458-9400 or visit us at www.midpen.net. That's www.midpen.net. We hope to talk to you soon, and go Blue Devils.
Okay, we're back here at Bopper's Malt Shop along with Coach Ricky Irby. Jeff Butler, your host here as we come to the close of this hour. It's been a good first hour here at Bopper's, and we hope that next week we'll be able to get a lot more down here to watch this live show and have a good meal and watch really good film, and your analysis of it is good. And so we want to just spend the last couple of minutes with just talking about Ricky, from your perspective, the other fall programs. I know you had a JV victory today that went quite well.
Yeah, actually, it was a middle school team.
Okay.
Middle school team won. We were there after practice before we came down here, and they had a great day. Won 52-0. So there's a lot of talent. There's a lot of good things going on in the city of Hopewell, and I've got so much invested here in this city, and it's great. It's great to be a part of. It's great to be here and to see all the great things that are going on in the city of Hopewell. Cross country team. We have more kids out there. I have a boys and a girls team for the first time, and they're having a great year. And field hockey, and I'm kind of on the other side of it now. I have a daughter that's in 8th grade, and she's playing JV field hockey. So for the first time, I've got a kid that's playing at a high school level sport, and just the nervousness that I feel watching her play is way more intense than coaching football here or even when I played, So that's a cool, interesting aspect of it. And, we try to give those guys as much support as we can. We all support each other at Hopewell High School. We have a great leader in Tommy Pond who does a great job with all of us and as a leader. And just appreciate all the fan support, all the community support that they give to our football team and our athletic program and our school in general. And that's what it's all about. There's nothing I would want more than to put a great product on the field that our community can be proud of. And that's what drives me. I've been a part of this community my whole life, basically. And, I want to make sure that we do them proud.
You have an extra intangible. You were born here in town, and you bring that pride to the city. And as the city moves into its second 100 years, you're entering your 4th or 5th year of coaching at varsity. And I can hear the enthusiasm and the dedication in your talking, in the way that you are inspiring these kids to live out a team concept.
And that's the most important thing is I've got a great coaching staff, and as a staff, that's what we believe in. Football is a game where you build character, commitment, accountability. The wins and losses are going to come and go, but the lasting legacy that you can leave on a young man is something that's far more important.
So we're excited about this coming Friday night. You do have to hit the road one more time as you travel to Hanover. It should be a very challenging game, but your kids have shown a lot of maturity and a lot of teamwork. So the challenge will be, how can the other guys step up to replace some of these guys that are temporarily injured?
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be a big key for us, and I think they'll do great. We'll coach them up to know what their roles are, and they'll be ready to play. If we lose, it won't be because we weren't ready to play.
And we'll carry the game for all those that cannot get up to Hanover, starting with a pregame show at 6:30 here on WHAP 1340. Game time 7 o'clock. And we'll be back right here next Tuesday at 7 o'clock. We hope you'll come out and join us here at Boppers Malt Shop, 227 East Broadway. For Coach Ricky Irby, this is Jeff Butler wishing you all a very pleasant evening. We'll send you out with another commercial word from one of our sponsors.
It sure was great watching the U.S. archery team do so well in the Olympics.
It sure got me excited for archery season starting October the 1st.
Come by Dance's Sporting Goods and check out our huge selection of bows by Matthews and Elite.
And any accessories that you might need. Or just bring your bow in and have one of our archery techs tune it up and get you ready for your season.
Come on, get you some.
Dance's Sporting Goods at South Park Boulevard in Colonial Heights. Like us on Facebook or check us out online at dancesportinggoods.com.
To become aware of Heritage Custom Cabinets located at 23024 Air Park Drive, Petersburg, Virginia. Heritage Custom Cabinets designs and builds the cabinets you desire at a price you can afford. They have a custom selection showroom to explore the way you want your cabinets made. When designing cabinets, Mimi will walk you through every detail, from the colors to the countertops to the perfect stone backsplash. She loves to design and build quality cabinets just for you. Heritage Custom Cabinets is located at 23024 Air Park Drive, Petersburg, Virginia. The main number is 861-5251. That number again is 861-5251. Call Heritage Custom Cabinets today to get started with your fantastic kitchen.